Less sound. Perfect. Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly, thank you, live-streamed Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I'm already screwed it up, so I won't screw it up from now on. I'm joined as always by my good friends, Chris, playing the noir detective, human, inquisitive, rogue, wizard, Mannix.
Hello.
Heather playing the wickedly silent but deadly half-drow assassin rogue Kaless.
Hello.
Rochelle playing the popular and charismatic Triton Bard of Whispers Gillian, currently a chair.
Bad dog in a bed.
Raymond playing the heedlessly brave Turtle Battle Master Fighter rogue George.
Hello.
For some reason I don't have your webcam centered. I guess you're always kind of off to the side. And Reese playing the undead-hating, animal-loving hill dwarf Druid of the Moon, Theron. Damn it! I tried to time it too.
You tried.
It was so close.
It was so close. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening and catch up on previous episodes on my YouTube page, as well as read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series, Crafting Annihilation, on Thursday mornings. If you would like to support the channel, go to patreon.com/roguewatson. Shout out to platinum patrons Andrew, Brian, Richard, Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, and Charles. And gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy and Yuma, Marco Stewart, Vicente, Gilberto, Sean, a.k.a. Cert2B, Adam, Dead Lizard Lounge, Auction, and Sam. Thank you all very much for your support. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For video chat, we use Discord. And for streaming, we use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. Hello, Calmarix. Thank you for being the first. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation. Mannix's illusion trickery gave the party a solid advantage in the fight against the Terrafolk at the top of the rocky spire known as Firefinger. Kaless capitalized on the sneaky ambush by killing their scarred leader in a single blow, while George followed up by heaving its dead body over the side. The rest of the Terrafolk gathered their forces and attacked, but the party was easily able to repel them with long-range spells and melee attacks when they closed in. When the immediate threat subsided, they looted the Terrafolk stash, including Azaka's stolen mask. More patrolling Terrafolk were on the way, alerted to the chaos at the spire. Our heroes not so carefully descended the vertical tunnels and ancient ladders, proving not nearly as capable climbers as they were combatants. Mannix and Theron would both suffer lingering injuries from nasty falls. A few more dead Terrafolk and embarrassing fall bruises later, the party emerged at the bottom of the spire, and the Terrafolk finally broke off their pursuit. They rejoined with a very grateful Azaka and made their way back to the boats. Unfortunately, the boats were surrounded by a contingent of Flaming Fist soldiers out of Fort Belwarian. They were in the business of shaking down adventurers and demanding a cut of any found treasures in the jungle. Mannix attempted to pass the party off as shipwreck survivors, which you can have a point of inspiration for that, Mannix. But the soldiers wanted loot regardless, and a fight broke out. The party was outnumbered, but certainly not outmatched. A volley of crossbow bolts nearly downed George, but then Kaless murderized the captain. Theron summoned an Allosaurus, and Mannix summoned his beloved frog. The soldiers were almost instantly routed, as many chose to drop their weapons and flee after Kaless intimidated them. Kaless, you can have a point of inspiration for that. With the soldiers down, our heroes finally climbed back into the boats, ready to leave this godforsaken jungle behind. Welcome, Lumpy Spuds. Glad to have you join us. So I'm putting you on to the jungle map.
Not the
I'm gonna
jungle
say
map.
it, but Eric's sound quality is not that good. Anybody else? Every now and then. Every now and then you get a little, like, mechanically.
No, I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing the regular Discord, like, just sort of pauses. Like,
Yeah.
Those aren't bad.
I can hear what Raymond's talking about. It's real faint sometimes.
Mm.
It's like it happens right around the Discord pauses.
It wouldn't be a session without some annoying technical difficulties. Such is the price we pay for D&D over hundreds of miles. So you all have long rested. I believe I actually went to the token page and just went ahead and pushed that button for everybody.
Push it good.
I pushed it real good. But yeah, you guys are on the boats. You've got Azaka back. She's got her mask. She's happy about it. And you all are heading down the river to Riki
Do I see any of the soldiers that ran away as we were heading down the river?
I don't think you would. They probably would stay close to the river, but you don't, from your vantage point on the river, you don't see any of them.
Damn, I was gonna shoot him with a bow and arrow.
This is what you get for fleeing from me. Random pot shots. But yeah, you guys get, for any of you that have like charges of things, you guys get several days, probably another 2, maybe 2.5 days of travel down the river, and meet no resistance. It is smooth sailing. Occasionally there's a waterfall. You have to portage the rowboats, and it's a pain in the ass, and you go around. But
we stare it down.
Yeah, there's at this point nothing you can't handle. The occasional dinosaurs or something, but you are able to take them out without little effort. And now that Jahaka can actually basically transform at will, her power level has increased significantly. It's just a lot easier for her to jump into that mode and help. So, you all are able to make it back to Port Nyanzaru.
All right. Back to town, which the town's not doing so good still, right?
From your vantage point on the river, the city looks even worse than before. So it's been probably a little less than a week, maybe, since you left. Only the only people walking the streets at this point are armed guards or the occasional shifty character prowling in the shadows. And once busy areas like the bathhouse and the marketplace just look completely deserted.
So I'm the one prowling in the shadows then, right?
You guys are actually still on the boat heading towards the... you just stay on the boat and actually end up going around as she kind of told you just to head over back up to the docks. Captain Ordame did. And you take your rowboats up. Yeah. And you notice like no one is stationed anywhere at the docks. It looks like it is just a fucking ghost town. Captain Ordame is there with the Brazen Pegasus and weighs you all down, and you see that she is talking with the half-dragon harbor master Zindar, whom you met when you all first arrived in the city ages ago. And as you all begin to disembark on the docks, Jahaka turns to you all. Let's see if I can actually pull up her picture. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there it is. Okay, visual aid. She says, "It has been a long, strange journey, but I am pleased that I finally found the right group that survived the perils of the jungle, even better than I ever could. It took a while, but thank you for keeping your promise and retrieving my mask. I think I have earned a rest after all that, though I am not sure the city will offer much respite."
I don't know if anybody's earned a rest quite yet, Jahaka.
You're coming with us.
That's right. Slap the manacles on.
Do you want the antidote to this poison you drank?
I'll say, but you are in an advantageous position to defend this city from the undead that are besetting it. So until this is all said and done, I wouldn't say a rest is in order, but you might be able to do some good with your newfound power.
She thinks about that and considers that, and then she kind of nods slowly and says, "Yes, I can see that the city might need my help, but more than that, the ones outside the city probably need it most."
I assumed they were all dead, but if you want to go check.
You probably need a lot of help then.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of dead out there. Could be kind of dicey. But she reaches her hand out in a handshake to whoever wants to grab it.
And we all reach out simultaneously.
It's a 5-armed handshake.
I don't.
We all, the other 5 of us all hold hands for a long time and stare at Gillian.
Says, I wish you all good luck and good hunting. And perhaps you will be able to save their world while you are at it.
We'll see.
Before we let go, I say, God bless the Brazen Pegasus on 3.
Dude, and we all just sort of mutter out of sync.
Lolth be praised. See, I think that's one of the main reasons, like, Kalis really likes Theron in his spider form.
He looks like a spider god.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drow do like the spiders.
He looks like her spider god.
Darren will remember to flex next time.
I am your spider god.
But with that, Azaka will officially leave your services.
Hey, you didn't say she could.
That's right.
Come back here.
Give you permission to leave. We're all out of hired help. That's. I'm a little bummed about that.
You're about to get more, trust me.
Well, I guess we get a whole ship that
We
we're
got
taking.
your mask back. Now you belong to us.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We own you.
These are mob rules here. We do you a favor. You're in our debt forever.
That was... It was more like... now speaking... The DM is now speaking on
Don't
behalf...
question it.
No,
Don't
yeah.
question it.
She worked
not
with
how
you
the
guys
mob
for
works.
how long, pro bono? But yeah, go ahead.
Right.
So she leaves, and Captain, and you all are kind of right there at the Brazen Pegasus now with your little boat. Captain Ordame is there. He says, "Hello there. Glad to see you all made it back in one piece. It isn't getting any nicer around here." And Zindar speaks up. Who should have a? Do I have a visual for Zindar? I do.
Oh, right, that guy.
The Harbor Master. Sorry, what were you saying?
I need you to be more prepared for the visuals.
I know. You have all these lined up. Says,
Judging it.
the merchant princes have all sequestered themselves, so I've declared a state of emergency. The gates to the jungle have already been shut for some time, so I'm doing the same with all naval traffic. Not that we've seen very much in the last few weeks. Captain Swift and Dark here has been adamant that her leaving is of the utmost importance in stopping this death curse. Since you all are here now, I'd like you to get moving as soon as possible. But know this, there will be no readmittance to the city once you leave.
Okay.
Harsh, much.
Yeah.
I
So.
guess we'll stay here forever.
That's right. Well, in that case, we're just gonna stay here.
Extended vacation.
We're gonna Julian Assange the situation. We're just gonna take residence in one of
Topical!
embassy and never leave.
Not between me and Mannix. And
So
Gillian somehow.
Right.
So your cat pees all over everything and they kick you out.
That doesn't actually make any sense because the dead, as far as I know, can't sail, right?
They can walk.
Yeah.
They can walk underwater.
I suppose they
walkers.
could. Have you seen the evidence of the undead walking into town through the water?
He says they've been everywhere. We are shutting things down as we do not have the proper means or authority to watch everything happening around here.
Wow.
Huh. All right.
And everywhere, especially underwater.
That's right.
I don't know. There's that giant dragon turtle down there. I don't think they'd probably make it too far.
Okay. Where's our go?
I was gonna say, Ortome says, we've got maybe a week's worth of food on board. Only a skeleton crew left. Sorry the pun there. But some of you might have to chip in with the sailing duties.
Right.
Plus, there's a single
This is getting
eyebrow
worse
that
and
goes
worse the
up.
more we talk. Okay. So the odds are we're not coming back here through ship means. Which means the only other way we have of getting back into this city is if we happen to find another way to teleport into that rich dude's house.
Yep.
Is this a Lord of the Rings sailing in the West situation, or
Right. We're gonna- sailing into the west.
Never seen from again. Ortome asks if you all have a plan. Because last she knew, she was just going to offer her services because of you all found the locations that she was looking for. But now she's wondering if you actually have like a destination in mind, which I can put you back on the map if you would like me to. But or you can peruse your quest log, as you have
I think
numerous active quests and personal quests, which I do try to update if major things happen over the campaign.
so. Our active quests have gone down considerably.
Hey,
That's good.
You've done things. Congratulations.
I've done, yeah. We never went to that. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, can you take us back to the map?
Sure, boss.
I don't know where some of this stuff is.
Everybody loves this map.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to zoom in.
We just, shoot. Okay, well, we're not going back. But we just sort of skipped that map that we spent so long stealing and copying down. It looks like Needle's Bones.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
the one we stole from that pair, right?
yeah, the two guys that Gillian danced with. I actually
Yeah.
rewatched part of that episode so I could remember how to do some of the voices.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we stole that map from them. We copied the location down, and we're not headed anywhere near that direction anymore. So I don't know if we're ever going to go over there.
Well, which way are we going?
I think. Well, I don't actually see it on here. 'Cause I guess it's a personal quest, but I think Theron's quest was in the bay.
So the ones that you want to look for right now would be the Gillian's quest, Theron's quest, and the Hunting the Pirates quest.
Oh, the pirates were in Jahaka Bay. Okay, but I thought I can't actually see Theron or Gillian's, but I thought Theron said his was in that area also.
So his is the Wormheart Mine, which is down at Shilku Bay.
Oh, okay.
Mine is Jahaka Bay.
Well, those are both along the eastern side, so maybe we just head down the eastern side of the peninsula and hit Jahaka Bay for pirates and Gillian's. Is it your brother? That
It's like
situation?
my brother, yeah. My brother and I got separated off a ship, and there's like a old temple ship in Jahaka Bay.
Ah. All right.
Your
And then we hit.
main quest and primary destination, eventually, these are like the hotspots you've got, is Omu still, which is on your map. So
Right, yes.
Where's
okay.
that?
It's right.
between the Valley of Lost Honor and the Peaks of Flame.
Oh, boy.
That was a little extra AF.
That's
Yeah.
right. I'm the DM, I get to be extra.
All right, so yeah, we can head to Jahaka Bay, and then once we're done taking care of the two things we need to take care of there, head farther south to Shilku Bay to do Wormheart Mine, and then head to Omu. Does that sound reasonable?
Yes. I.
There you go. She's already in the boat mood. I love it.
Can we look over Gilly's had an eye patch on?
Just got the tricorn and the eye patch.
What? When did they...
I'm dressed for the appropriate occasion.
I am a bard. I have many costumes.
Yeah.
That's right. Absolutely. Hell yeah. All right. So you're telling that to Ortome, I assume?
Maybe we're not necessarily. So Maddox is also keenly aware that he doesn't actually want to even. He's a little paranoid about even saying the words "Omu" while this eye is open. This eye that the fucking witch gave him, and that he's very, very aware that she is monitoring at all times.
A minor detail.
Yeah, but the general just direction and location is probably fair to give the captain.
Okay.
Well, just close your eyes like you're blinking and point.
I should get my own eye patch. I can just put it over when I don't want to.
Do you want to tell her? Like, tell me what exactly you are telling her, and Zindar's right there too. And she's just asking you, like, basically what the plan is. Like, where do you people need to go? What are we doing? Kind of a thing.
Well, we'll just tell her generally. First stop is Jahaka Bay. We have business there.
There's a pirate problem.
Oh yeah, Zendar might actually be interested to hear that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zindar cocks an eyebrow. He says, "Oh, you be hunting the pirates now." I just instantly went pirate voice.
They're in the way.
They are
Someone has to do
indeed.
your job.
Yeah. We've had less problems with them lately, but that's because we've had less ships lately.
Yeah, and they kind of robbed us when we first arrived here, so all of us still a little salty about that.
They may be more desperate now.
All right. We're stronger now than we were when they robbed us, so...
We're at least 4 levels stronger. What have you been doing, Zindar?
I look at him and ask him, so what are you feeding the turtle?
He's just... He actually kind of like chuckles. Says, "Old Arameg. It just consumes any ship that doesn't pay the toll."
Well, no ships, so Arameg's gotta be hungry.
He actually gets kind of wide-eyed and thoughtful about that. And he's like, "That's very true."
Well, I'm feeling better and better about this trip.
Yeah, and Captain Ortome blanches at this, and she's like, "Well, I hope you've all got some coins you can give him."
Oh, jeez. I suppose, but I gotta pay for a rib surgery, so...
one McRib, please. Yeah, some of you need healing.
What is it? Yeah, I need rib surgery, and... Theron needs, like, I don't know.
A new brain.
A CAT scan.
One less concussed brain, please.
All right, that's going to be 3 Hail Marys.
But I can only do 2. Stupid brain.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you guys can get some healing done at the temple, which is pretty much the only location that seems to have any people in it.
How convenient.
Yep.
How much?
It is 450 gold to get a nice greater restoration.
Can we split that like we did before?
Yes, because
can we get a group discount?
Yeah, there is a group discount because of your goodwill towards Atembe and the things you have done. He's willing to heal everybody for one payment of 450 gold.
I'm good.
So now, okay, so Theron and I are just going to have to pay for our superior
George is
climbing
gonna-
skills.
George is gonna go around town and look for all these different handicapped people and charge them 10 gold to cram into the same room.
Would you like greater restoration? 10 gold, please.
Honestly, I could just wait you out, have you pay for it all, and then I'll just sort of hang
Just
out.
slide in. I don't have that
There's
much
like, I don't need it.
I heard you were restoring limbs.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're going to do it anyway, then
it's already paid for.
I might as well join.
I literally do not have that many gold pieces.
Seriously.
Yep, I got 433 right now. I got some silver that probably may put it over.
I
but-
can cover the rest.
Alright, hold on.
We can do it 80-20, that's fine.
Whoa, 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 80-20. Who am
Like
I?
93 and 7.
Yeah.
Trouble in paradise.
What would that actually be? Half and half.
No one knows.
25.
It was your chance to tell him anything, and he'd accept it.
I,
You could have told him that's 300 for both of us, and then just paid the difference.
375 each.
Yeah.
You can pay first.
Yeah.
I will split it with you, but not if you pull any of this bullshit on me while we're doing it.
What if
Max, roll for being cheated out of healing money.
I
The question is who can hold out the longest. I mean, is Max really going to give up this healing if Theron doesn't participate?
That's what I'm saying.
Now, hold on. If I paid for a greater restoration spell, I get to choose who gets it with me. You can't just run into the room at the last second and be like, me too.
I
Well,
believe the person casting the spell gets to decide that.
and
Well,
Zatembe
sure.
does believe that he's your fiancé, so we would probably allow him inside. He would say, like, family only, and they're gonna be like, it's me.
Yeah, it's me.
It's go time. That and 25 extra gold pieces for him.
Mannix will give Zatembe half, and he will just stop and look expectantly at Theron. So yeah, I can just lose
Theron's gonna pull out his
225 gold
pockets
right
like
now.
empty. And just shrug.
I'm not paying for your healing, asshole.
Sorry,
This
what's
is
your
the most
what's your
tension there's ever been.
I know! This is amazing!
It's the jungle. It's
And what's funny
not
is, from
infinite.
Zatembe's perspective, is he truly believes these two are getting married, and they're just having, like, a little lover's quarrel right now about who's gonna pay what. So Zatembe's
is
just like,
about-
this is totally normal.
This is the we're getting married, separate checking account.
Yes! I'm not merging my DVD collection with yours.
That's why you always have to have these discussions before you tie the knot.
That's
That's
right.
right. That's,
Zatembe pulls you aside, panics, and he's like, is there anything going on?
You need a counselor.
I beat him, okay?
it's real bad.
If it's emotional abuse, it's still abuse.
That too. Hey, so what's your injury?
Mine?
Yeah.
I got internal busted ribs.
What does that mean?
Disadvantage on con saving.
Yeah, I can hold out.
You cannot.
Yeah, his is like intelligence check.
Oh,
or
that's
something.
I see. Yeah.
Whoever uses intelligence.
I'd be happier with the concussion.
Oh, goodness.
Theron declares, holding his head from the bright lights in the temple. Could you turn down the sun, please?
Theron will split it if you pay 300.
Oh my god, are you actually making the argument that because you have a lesser injury?
Theron is.
It's pure business.
George said, Mannix, it ain't looking good for you. I've gone half this adventure with a concussion, and we're totally fine.
All right, what the DM is learning is he has to up his lingering injuries because apparently the concussion is not respected enough.
Fuck you. 3 and 2. That's an extra. That's 300 out of the.
No, Mannix, hold out. He'll pay.
Man, I do not, because here's the thing.
He'll pay.
Mannix is going to go down again, and if he goes down again with a fucking broken ribs and has disadvantage on the con saving throw to get more lingering injuries.
It's a bit of a domino effect.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what I'll do. Make a good point. 325.
Hold on. You already said 3. I was about to agree to that.
He just needed to get his say in.
Mm-hmm. Fine, asshole.
325?
No, 300. You're taking me. I don't have that much money.
Can we eventually start the discussion about what we're going to feed to the damn turtle?
I suppose.
What turtle?
So you would recall that on your way into Chult, in the guarding the bay is a dragon turtle who demands all ships pay treasure by dumping it overboard in order to pass.
To get out?
To go either way.
In or out?
Yep. It is a toll booth run by a dragon turtle.
Can I roll something to see what the CR level of the thing is?
Sure.
It's a 20.
Also, somebody, I believe on Crafting Annihilation, said that turtles can speak Aquan. Is that true?
Aquan. What's
Aquan?
that?
I don't know if I know how.
Language. It's a sea language, but I looked it up and Tritons can't speak it, which I don't know why. You think Tritons could speak
I don't
sea language?
have anything about Aquan.
Try to speak Aquas.
It's original dialect.
Tritons could speak primal.
Okay. Sorry, chat. You're right. I can speak, read, and write Aquan.
Oh,
Sort of like
Apparently.
a Portuguese Spanish situation.
exactly.
George, you
Probably wasn't
might.
important enough to write down.
Well,
previously.
you might believe that intelligent sea creatures may speak Aquan, and a dragon turtle may actually fall under that category.
Oh.
Oh, dear lord.
But yes, you can roll to see if you know anything about dragon turtles. You can roll a history or nature check.
Ooh, good thing I don't have a concussion. Well, probably would have done better with a concussion.
10 plus. You know a bit of background info and general strength versus party. So, you would know that dragon turtles are basically underwater dragons. In terms of strength versus party, you feel like if all of you were to try to fight this dragon turtle, you would all die very quickly.
Guys, I think we can fight this thing and not have to pay the toll.
Oh god, George is gonna talk to the turtle. We're all gonna die.
I can feel it in my jellies.
Sounds good to me. Better than paying them.
I think so. We got some valuable stuff with us.
I'm with George.
Can I go out on a different boat than those two?
Unless, of course, Mannix is willing to relinquish the rest of his money.
Fuck you.
Parents' goal is
You're
to
bleeding me dry.
have Mannix be destitute.
I'll make you a
just
deal.
Spit on him after he's broken in the gutter.
I give you everything I had. I'll make you a deal. Dual persuasion checks.
He's on the bargaining part of his...
Yes. As we bargain this out, if you beat me, I'll pay $325. If I beat you, we'll split it half and half, and if we tie, I'll pay $300.
I thought that
Wait,
was
are we
over
still?
and done with.
Oh, really? No, I said I'll pay 300, and you just shook your head no. So I took that in. We're not done with this.
I thought you guys were already healed.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay.
I assume you paid 300.
Okay, well then I'll just pay 300. It's fine.
Maybe I guess we just started talking about the dragon.
Yeah.
And got sidetracked.
I'll do it on a persuasion check to see if we fight the dragon or not.
Yeah, I can't wait to revisit this. If there's any other supplies you guys need, the stuff that was being sold last time is still available, but nothing has been restocked since then.
Damn it.
Yeah, you bought the. Wow.
What?
What was that for?
If we fight the dragon or not, and I say
Okay.
you.
You can't just.
Swing battle.
We all agree. We all just nod our head along to Theron.
Yeah, just get someone a soapbox.
I'm just like dragging George beside me.
Oh, you don't have to drag me. I'm coming. I'm sharpening my swords as we speak.
It's all up to you, Mannix.
I'm not having a persuasion check to see if you fight a dragon.
I'm taking
so
my own box.
what's for sale? I don't know what was for sale last time.
There's still one potion of climbing for sale for 50 gold. There are 2 potions of water breathing and 1 potion of fire breath for 200 gold each. And if you really want to plop down some dough, for 500 gold, you can get a potion of superior healing or a potion of invulnerability.
Which of those cost less than 150 gold? Because I don't have much money left.
The potion of climbing is 50 gold. Which is hilarious because you guys could have really used that before going to the 300-foot tall dungeon.
Yep. Now I don't care. Now I'm just never going to climb again.
I'm not ever going to climb again. I've learned my lesson.
What I would like to look for, if we're not going to be in town in the near future, we're going to level up at some point. I would like to go ahead in foresight, search the town for a brass brazier to buy and put on the ship. I don't know how much that'll cost.
That's pronounced brazier.
A brass brazier, please.
Those are 2 very different things.
To wear it on the ship.
Just kind of a Princess Leia thing.
I'll take the potion of fire breathing.
Okay. You guys are arguing about healing money, and Gillian just casually drops 200 gold in a potion.
Oh, it's 200? I thought you said it was 50.
No, ma'am. 50 was the potion of climbing.
Oh, hold on. I mean, I have that much gold, but
Of course you do.
but it's just like a one-time thing. The potion.
I believe when you drink it, you can then breathe fire 3 times, I think. Because I think Mannix used it at one point. Or you had one.
Yeah. It's like it's within like a very short amount of time you can do it, but you can breathe fire I think it's 3 times.
Okay, I'll buy that. That seems cool.
It was cool when I used it. I enjoyed it.
It's not actually on there. Was it an actual item I created or not?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. I don't have the notes for it. I think it was in the Mobala loot table I used.
I think I deleted it out of my inventory.
Hugh Hackenstone is on the ship as well. And he seems very pleased that you have all returned. All returned. He looks like he has bathed since last you saw him. Still doesn't look great, but he smells a little nicer. But he is very excited about accompanying you all. Although all he talks about,
want to do the mine.
Yep, all he talks about is going to the mine and fighting that dragon, pulling his arm out of its stomach, beating the dragon over the head with it.
help us fight this sea dragon, Turtle, and we'll come with you.
His eyes go wide. He's like,
I'm borrowing a dinghy.
alright, I posted the potion of fire breath.
Thank you.
We could use all the extra hands you could get. Oh wait, you only have one. Well, half a man's better than no man.
And you, Hackenstone, is more of a man with one arm than any one of you non-dwarves.
To us then. Come with us.
He's already on the ship. He's on board.
He's been on the ship.
He's been on the ship this whole time. Yeah, he's super excited. And I assume you guys are kind of eventually get around, gathered up to get back on the ship.
I would like to stock up on, like rope, and maybe buy a few things or a few links of rope. And I think I still have pittance, but maybe I'll buy some more pittance.
Okay. It is pretty much a ghost town in there, but you can buy the most basic supplies.
Yeah.
Just at cost, because again, you can kind of flash that signet ring.
Oh no, my Discord's lagging really bad.
You were frozen for a second.
Yeah, terrible connection.
Uh-oh. And he just dropped. Come back.
What?
You back?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to...
Oh, did you restart it?
Well, I just closed it and reopened.
Okay. So I assume I found a brass brazier somewhere. If there's any like basic wizarding person in town, they should have that.
Yeah, the same person who sells the potions.
Okay.
You can buy that from. Do you know what the cost of that is?
No clue.
What is that?
It's a
Focus?
component for the fine fin spell. You have to burn incense and like herbs in a brass brazier. I don't know if it's an actual item or not. It may just be flavor text, but
we'll say that costs 1 gold.
okay. I'm also going to spend 20 gold worth of incense, which will allow me to cast that spell twice, I think. So I do have to consume.
You're gonna be a frog
No, I'm gonna light my.
or a tabaxi.
Do what?
Maybe a tabaxi.
Oh no. Whenever you guys are gathering at the ship, you see the albino dwarf guide walking up to the ship.
Not this guy.
Ha. Oops. I have a handout. Yes. This guy who met you all whenever you were looking at guides. He is one of the guides at Port Nyanzaru. And as you recall, he was trying to reclaim... So, when you first met with Hugh, Hugh mentioned about the mine, obviously, and he had gotten an expedition together to... He had bought the deed to this mine in Schult, and he got an expedition to go there, and realized very terribly that it was the home of a dragon and a bunch of kobolds, killed all his crew and everything, and as he escaped, he went through a tunnel, and that tunnel in the mine connected to this ancient dwarven forge called Frakamar. which, of course, Hugh was also doubly excited about finding this and laying claim to it. And now you've learned that this albino dwarf has claimed that that is actually his people's ancestral home. That they have been driven out.
Didn't Theron have a long conversation with his buddy about that? Like, trying to convince him not to take it?
Mm-hmm.
It
was one of those, like, we'll table this for when we cross that bridge, and now you're getting closer to that bridge. And he said that his people were driven out by a bunch of fire newts, which are like these, like a cross between a fire elemental and a lizard folk kind of thing. Creatures that tend to live around volcanic regions. You see him walking up to you all. He's got a dirt-covered poncho that covers his whole body, though he actually appears less grimy than Hugh Hackenstone, and smells strongly of fresh soil and vegetables. Ooh. And he walks up and he kind of ignores everybody and goes right for Theron. And Hugh just like really grimaces and scowls at him. But Musharib says, "The spirits told me you'd be back, and I'm to journey with you. They are certain you will help me and my people retake our home."
Yeah, that's right. We'll help drive out the fire spirits?
Fire newts.
Newts. Fire newts. They say the forge is your actual home.
That's right. It's where my people lived and worked peacefully.
And then I'll point to Hugh and say, and this guy came in, him and his crew came in afterwards to try to lay claim to it.
He looks at Hugh almost for the first time. Says, I do not know of this dwarf, but it is our home.
Well, he found the mine that was nearby and then was driven out of the mine and saw your forge. And got really excited about the forge. I think I remember telling him that he can have the mine and I'll help you get your forge back. But probably gonna have to let him use the forge every once in a while.
It's real hard to get rid of him.
Yeah.
He's like, if my people can have their home, I'm sure we will come to an agreement. And at the same time, he was like, bloody hell we will, Theron. Look at them. They're not real dwarves like you and me. Do you know? And he kind of whispers loudly, they're bloody pacifist dwarves. They talk to the spirits or something. Won't harm a fly.
Your friend's gonna be a real problem.
He really is.
I mean, you're traveling with a bunch of non-dwarves. Non-dwarves get your back, yeah.
He was like, I got no problem with you folk. I've even met a few of the turtles. They were good folk.
Got any problems with my kind?
He kind of grimaces when he looks at you.
Your friend's more racist than me.
But
Yeah, that's why we're good friends. So, do you have any sort of defenses at all? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I want to help my friend, but I think he's just going to take you guys over as soon as possible.
There's gonna be violence.
he looks crestfallen and says, well, hopefully we can work to an agreement that allows us to live in peace.
Alright, look. I'm all for peace, but you're gonna have to do something more than hope. I mean, how were you driven from your home in the first place? Peace or force?
It was by force.
Exactly. You're gonna have to do something for me, man.
All right. I have lived in this city for some time and witnessed the culture. And he kind of pauses for a second and looks around. Ah, yes, the spirits have just told me that perhaps we can become better at defending our home, but we will need your help to take it back.
Yeah, and if we do happen to do all this, and he's gonna be using the forge, you're gonna have to come up with some kind of contract to keep him from taking advantage of you. Just
Listen, he's an
I know
asshole.
you.
Yeah.
He's got to deal with it.
I apologize beforehand.
He nods, and then he just, without even asking permission at all, he just starts stepping up onto the ship with like his meager things.
Okay. I'm gonna say, did you hear all that, Hugh?
He just kind of grumbled and mutters under his breath. We'll see. Frankly, Theron, I don't know if any of his people are still alive. I think he's just crazy. Not like me.
What?
I'm on the level, Theron.
Can I try to pickpocket the dwarves as they walk past me?
Which the albino dwarf?
The homeless one?
Yeah, the one who's carrying
Which
like a
which
satchel
more
in his belongings.
which more pathetic dwarf? Would you like to
What
pick?
kind of rags do you want to...
Roll for how much soiled rags you want.
I was thinking more Theron's friend, but I mean, I'll pickpocket both of
Exactly.
them.
Yeah, he's literally got everything on him.
You just
I'm the
come with a
richest of all the dwarves in this scenario.
You try to pickpocket Musharib and realize that he has no pants under this poncho.
He's got the clammiest skin you've
before.
ever felt.
It's just... Yep. When he needs to
Just
go,
cold and wet.
you just lift the poncho.
You feel worse
Thanks a
off in
lot.
exchange.
You've
Neither
lost two
one of us
morale.
got a happy ending at that one.
Your streak feels better.
It's alright, I'll set my sights on the other one. I never get to pickpocket anyone. I figured I might as well try.
Try as the two homeless dwarves.
Some of his rags fall off in your hands.
Yep.
He already doesn't like me. I might as well pickpocket him. Racist towards my kind.
It's everyone.
To be fair, most of what you look like are a bunch of murdering, demon-worshipping evil people.
Hey, but we bathe.
Yeah.
That's right. Got some basic hygiene.
Alright, are you ready to ship out of Port Nyanzaru?
Hope everyone has their thing ready for the turtle.
I mean, George is going to get killed by it. He's going to jump overboard and just get eaten. So
Well,
maybe
yeah.
that'll.
I do not want to give gold to this turtle.
He didn't want to give gold to heal himself. I can't imagine you want to give gold to
Theron, as it turns out, is very miserly.
Very miserly. Was that one of your character traits? I was
It
like,
was.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Man,
Good job.
that's amazing.
He has no use for gold, but man, he loves it.
He just wants to keep it.
It's like a dragon in that way.
He is.
It's like his 12th cousin, 3 times removed, was actually a dragonborn.
It is. He's gruff, stubborn, and miserly. You know what? For arguing so hard at not wanting to spend money to heal your own body, you can have a point of inspiration.
Thank you.
I feel like that point of inspiration was earned at my expense.
It was.
Many of them are.
You've gotten plenty of points of inspiration since I've got my last one. My character sheet's not loading up.
Yeah.
Add it in later.
All right, so you all are shipping out of Port Nyanzaru. You've got Captain Ortame. You've got her first mate, Grig Rudel, who enjoys the scowl off with Theron. Hasn't basically said 2 words to you all.
Yes.
You've got 3 red shirt crewmates with you that are the only last bits of her crew that have deigned to return. You've got Hugh Hackenstone, the dwarf, Theron's friend, and you've got Musharib, the albino dwarf.
Can we throw the 2 homeless dwarves over the side of the boat as payment to the turtle?
And abandon Theron's quest altogether.
Probably count as a negative
All the
payment.
dwarves into the truck.
They don't have much money on them. Not get worth much monetarily.
Well, this means something to someone.
You all can travel quite a number of hexes per day on a sailing ship, even in the bay. A sailing ship can move 120 miles per day, because a ship does not have to stop and sleep. So it's nearing the end of day 1, because it takes a long time to get out of this bay, when the seas around you begin to churn violently as a massive dragon head rises up. It lets out a hissing, booming roar for several seconds, and it takes you all a moment to realize that it is speaking in a language that you do not understand. This one sounds draconic.
Oh.
But, as I mentioned, George, you have a feeling that it could also speak Aquan, which is a special language of intelligent sea creatures. Captain Ortame turns to you all and says, "Alright, kids, no time to be stingy now. Arameg needs her tithe, or this little expedition will be over a bit faster than any of us would like it to be."
George.
Out the jungle.
What?
We determined earlier that the dragon turtle is partially starving because the boats haven't been coming in, and the harbor master dude realized that. When you talk to the turtle, you should tell it about all the gold and treasures that it can find inside Wakonga's villa and in the marketplace.
Dragon Turtle just invades the town, killing everyone.
Oh my god.
It's a Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
We already said we weren't welcome back. I might as well help the turtle eat.
George starts talking in weird bubbles and gurgles. Hello, kind dragon, sir.
Is that all you say?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to like shout this because again, this giant head rearing up, and you notice it's got one like milky white eye with a big scratch mark down its face, and like part of its shell is missing. This thing looks like it's gotten into some major fights. It hears this voice, and it seems to actually cock its head slightly as it moves its massive frame towards you, George. And it opens its mouth again and seems to have this blast of roar. And this time it does switch to the language that you understand. And it says, in Aquan, says, "Pay, Arameg." That's all it says.
Can
Are you
I
Arameg?
switch my lens to the emotional waves lens?
Yes.
Although I don't know if that's actually...
It only works on humanoids, though.
Okay, that's what I was going to look up. Okay, never mind.
I was going to know if you want to look at the crew or not, but...
Yeah.
What is it that you seek?
It booms out a single long word in Aquan that translates to treasure.
All right,
What?
Mannix will start going through his pockets. He's got... where they're going, they're not going to need money, and going into the jungle, assholes. I do have... Wish I'm going to make you look stuff up. I do have chalcedony and moonstones.
I can look those up, but you do feel like that would be worth some money. Or some monetary value.
I've got one chalcedony and 4 moonstone. So I don't know how much those are worth. I will just immediately toss them overboard because I don't give a
Wow.
shit.
4 Chalcedony and a Moonstone?
Yeah. No, other way around. 1 Chalcedony and 4 Moonstone.
Okay.
1,000 gold.
Yeah. I could have bought many rib surgeries with that.
You make a showing.
Never mind.
You make a pretty obvious showing of these like gemstones and throw them over into the water. And at the same time, some of the red shirt crew members and Captain Ortome are putting a few bags of coins over the side.
George pays them no attention and says, Aramag, what is it? That's his name, right?
Yes.
So it's Aramag, what is it that you truly seek? You, such a mighty being who has weathered many battles and come out successful, you must desire more than these mere trinkets that you cannot use.
George's got to convince him to eat all of them.
Starts cutting a knife across his chest.
You want human flesh, don't you? Come, take it.
He just jumps at the sea dragon.
The giant maw opens up again and roars out, and Aquin just basically repeats its claim, but talks about a massive glittering treasure hoard at the bottom of the sea, all for Aramag, for the greatness of Aramag. All who pass by his bay shall pay.
Man, they got so much more in the city.
But it sees these gems that Mannix turns over, and that catches its eye. And it seems to somehow like dip its head below the water, and you think it's actually staring at these gems as they go down. And it tilts its head back up, and you think, George, that normally it would not say a fucking thing to you, or to anybody, just because obviously people don't usually talk back to it. But because you did, it actually speaks out and says, "Go in peace, friend." And it starts to sink back into the sea. Mannix not knowing how much those gems were worth.
Mannix is full of regret.
George says,
Or
good
just
job.
doubt, I suppose.
Yeah.
How much were those worth?
Gillian has her hands around her own Chalcedony gem in her pocket.
Of course.
Yeah,
right,
nobody else
Leslie's
is
out.
quick to.
No,
I'm
George
just turning
Potts.
the ring around that I was wearing.
everyone pulls out the treasure and just throws Mannix. Hey, look what I've got. Twice as many gems as you just threw.
Isn't having money great, guys?
George puffs out on his chest and says, all right, guys, I talked to him and we can pass.
That's right.
Fuck all y'all, I'm going to bed.
Spent so much money.
Good job, George.
Thank you.
You did it.
And you alone.
Alone. All right. A night goes by. The next day, you all continue traveling west. You and Ortome stays within about 10 miles or so of the shore. Just because, not too close, but close enough that you can anchor and forage if you need to. Although she says she's got enough supplies for at least a week's journey. As you slingshot around the bay, you see a large amount of the beach is covered in these sail-backed lizards sunning themselves all over the beach, like just dozens and dozens in a massive herd, all over this little peninsula area.
Oh. How big are these lizards?
They would be large, I believe.
Oh, wow, okay. Like dinosaurs.
Yes, although I believe this creature is technically not a dinosaur.
Mm.
Other than that, you continue on the sea journey, making it another day. One more day is crystal clear skies as you travel along the shores of the Mistcliff. Theron, you see Hugh just staring out longingly at the ocean. He says, "I've waited so long for this, Theron. I promise you won't regret it. Not only will we have a mine we can call our own, but where there's a dragon, there's a treasure."
George whispers to Celeste, "Poison her after this is all done."
No one will ever know.
I've already done it.
Slowly.
George gives her the thumbs up.
She slinks back into a shadow.
What do you plan on doing with all that money?
Start our own business, Theron. There's got to be iron in that mine. We'll have the exclusive rights to the biggest mine in Chilt.
You know what you should make with that iron? Fidget spinners.
The hottest of trades.
Kids love them.
You're gonna make a killing off of them.
I like where your head's at. See, I told you the turtles were good people.
George winks back at Celeste.
You can't see her. She's hiding in the shadow.
He winks in her direction.
You just see the flash of the bottle.
I don't know if I like this plan of yours. I sort of just want to go in there and get your arm and get out.
It's all right. You'll see it soon enough. When you see the mine, it'll hit you like it hit me. You'll be smitten by it.
I don't particularly care for iron.
You always were a strange dwarf, Theron.
It will be nice to be underground again, though.
Indeed. Too much time up here. It does things to the mind, Theron. A dwarven mind's not supposed to be out here. Certainly not here on this. It's just fucking.
Oh God.
I'll agree with you on that point.
I don't have my sea legs.
Yes, sea legs.
That's what it is.
I was saying something I hate. His turns pale.
George just, oh yeah, it must have been that fish we ate. And he goes, ugh. He starts dry heaving, trying to force himself to throw up.
Oh, God.
Hold on, it's coming. I'm in the same boat as you, Hugh. Alright.
I think my companions might have poisoned you.
Is he there? Is this what I'm talking about?
I wouldn't worry about it too much. You'll either die or you won't.
Oh God, my insides.
Just write it out. We'll give you a proper burial at the sea. You shouldn't last more than a couple hours from the sharks.
Oh God. Dwarves can't be buried at sea.
Well, we're not going to carry your corpse all the way to the mine, that's for sure.
These two have a weird friendship.
They do.
Hey, I'm almost married to a racist.
That's right. He's got some strange friend company.
Day 4, an uneasy malaise falls across the ship. For reasons you can't quite explain, you're all more grumpy and irritable than usual.
Oh, no. It's the worst case scenario.
Snapping at each other and otherwise avoiding each other. That evening, a fog settles in all around you. You don't think anything of it at first, but soon you begin to hear indiscernible whispering from all around you. You try to turn around, but you just see nothing but fog. You can barely see the hands in front of you. But as your eyes adjust, you begin to see shadowy humanoid forms within the fog.
On the ship or in the sea?
On the ship, all around you. This fog has descended around you.
On the ship. Okay.
Yeah.
Mannix will pull down the ruby lens and see if they are humanoid for the purposes of identifying them as either humanoid or not with his motion detection.
Okay. You put down your glasses and you immediately see the what look like ghostly forms all around the ship. They look malevolent and irritable, like a horror movie, just like kind of jerking around. And you see more above you, and you glance up and you see what looks like that fog extends all the way up into the sky, and you see more of these forms moving across from you, like perpendicular as your ship goes. It's going above you, and you see them traveling from your east side over to your west side, like a tube, with these spiritual bodies moving along like a pathway. But you see a number of them have descended upon your ship and are now moving around.
Can I attempt to destroy this fog?
You can.
These things aren't good news. If you didn't already gather that.
Alright, so that... let's see, you can destroy fog in a 30-foot cube within range. So, 30-foot cube will cover... maybe about a third of the ship. Where would you want to aim that, ideally? And at this point, where are you all in the ship?
Over me?
Okay. You and Hugh are kind of on one side of the ship. So you're about in the middle, I would say.
It's nighttime, right?
Night has fallen, yes.
So we're probably sleeping in the cabins.
Guys, this ship has a below deck, right?
It
I
does.
just like to go below deck.
Okay. Who all is, I guess, on the above ship at this point?
Not me.
Not I, said the fly.
I'm sleeping.
I guess I'll be above ship.
Okay. Actually have...
And of course, the red shirts are above ship.
I saw because I used. Then when I saw that these things were lit spirits, I went downstairs.
Man, it's noped out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Kalles, you were below ship?
Yep.
I want to fight ghosts.
Okay. So Theron, you destroy fog all around you. And let's see, 30-foot cube. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. I guess it's 30 on one side, or
30-foot cube, so
5,
it's 30
10,
by
15,
30.
20, 25, 30, yeah. 15, 20, 25, 30. You can actually get most of the ship with that.
Are we looking at the ship? Because I'm looking at the map.
Sorry, I'm setting the stage for you at the moment. Okay, so you cast this spell and destroy the fog around you, and you can immediately see, but at the same time, all of these spirits let out this horrible shriek, and I'm going to need everybody to roll for initiative as I move you to this map.
Boy.
That'd be a good time to break before we do that.
Indeed. But let's roll for initiative first. Some of you might not be able to see because you are below deck, and I don't think I have a light down there, so give me 1 second. Is there a light down here? I don't think there is, no.
Nope. See.
I should still be able to see though.
I know a real ship would have lights on in the deck.
I know, I was not prepared for, forgot about the nighttime. Let's see if I can get a light.
I imagine there's oil lanterns around.
Certainly should be.
And does the shrieking wake us?
More than
Is it loud
likely.
enough?
Or Mannix will wake you up if the shrieking doesn't.
Mhm.
Hey, there's ghosts out there! Get up!
Alright, so some of you are on the right side of this map, and some of you are on the left side of this map, depending if you are bottom or top. There should be some lights in there now.
Mm-hmm. Here, it's a lot of. Some of those are ours.
Some of those are yours, yeah. You've got a few friends. Alright, everybody found their token?
Aye.
Alright, so this is the situation that you find yourselves in. On the top of the deck, a fog has settled in all around you, and it seems to be filled with spirits. Theron, you destroyed fog around you, which I drew as this square, so there's currently no fog in here, but that also seemed to royally piss off the undead, ghostly creatures in here.
Whoops.
So normally there would be a fog cloud effect, but there is not currently one inside of this square because you destroyed it. But you see the fog in the outer edges still around, and you would have the feeling that although you destroyed the immediate fog, this fog would eventually just start filling in again. Not all the way at once, but gradually just start filling in because it's still all around. But as of right now, there is no fog inside of this purple square. So that is where we'll start with this combat encounter, but let us take a break first, since that is good timing, and then we will come back with some ghostly specter fog.
Ghost action.
Alright, I believe we are coming back from the break. As I stop the break music, there we go. So, as I mentioned, the situation. A ghostly fog has descended upon your ship. You've seen some kind of super highway of spirits above you. You recall also how the Oracle spoke about how she could literally see the spirits being drawn into Omu as the focus point of this soulmonger device. And you think that your ship may have literally just crossed paths with one of these highway of souls being drawn.
And we think that's like the souls being drawn to the thing is what's causing people to come back as undead? Maybe, we think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Souls are being ripped out, and there's from some kind of whatever the necromantic magical process is that is causing the bodies that are left behind to rise as undead.
Okay.
And apparently this is what happens to the souls of the bodies, at least before
Anyone
they
else
are.
just have highway to the danger zone just go through their
Dun,
brain?
dun, dun, dun. Impressively, everybody who is above deck rolled the best on initiative.
They're acutely aware of the danger.
They're acutely aware of the danger. So Theron has destroyed the fog in this area, so there's no fog cloud effect in the immediate area. Hugh Hackenstone seems to have got his wits about him at first. He's basically very much in tune with you, Theron. He sees you do this maneuver, and he immediately gets his axe out. His axe that he can... you'd think he'd barely be able to lift it with one arm, but he is that one arm is bulging. And he grabs his axe out, and he's like, Theron, we're under attack! Nothing will keep me from the mine! And he will lash out with said axe. The nearest spirit, which is going to be a successful strike. 5 damage. And Theron, you're right next to him. You can see that this axe, this normal axe that he has, doesn't quite seem to do as much damage as you would expect.
Uh-oh.
With this magical being, which looks something like this.
Ooh,
Yep.
he works out.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, the afterlife, man. You don't have much to do.
Yeah.
You got to get that 6-pack.
That is some tastefully placed ethereal mist as well.
Manix approves. Stamp. Gillian, you are next.
So, okay, I don't really know how to attack specters.
You bounce quarters off their abs.
You can... Alright. Sexy specters was not supposed to be on the menu. Stupid sexy specters. Gillian, you can roll a religion or arcana check to determine what you think you know about such an undead creature.
Not
You
much.
don't know much. You just think they are very scary ghost people from your nightmares.
Oh no, scary nightmare people.
Okay. Well, I will then at least cast. Gosh, but then let's see, and then Theron. Okay. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire since they're all kind of clumped here in a group. Just a 20-foot cube. Let's see. Just make sure this is any creature. Dex saving throw. Okay.
A 20-foot cube should have made this a different color. Oops. Alright, where would you like this cube, which I'm never going to be able to... There we go. Do it like... you can easily get those 5 if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was your number, your DC for the spell?
14.
Okay, so this is Dex, left and right, top to bottom. First
Just-
one. Exit. Second one fails, gets lit up by the fairy fire. What color would you like them to glow?
Yellow.
That one makes it. That one very much fails.
Lights up the night.
I'm up like a highlighter. Wow, all over the board with the saves.
All right. Odds were in your favor, but they just rolled.
Yeah.
They only have a +2.
I forgot to number them all, too. Okay, was that it?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Alright, Mr. Theron.
Actually, I'll give Theron a bardic inspiration as well.
Gillian whips out the bagpipes.
Yeah, exactly. So I cast Fairy Fire, then just start playing my bagpipe.
Calm those spirits through beautiful music.
They seem a lot more agitated. To be honest.
Aw.
I'll wild shape into a bear. Can't change it.
No, you can't. It's supposed to be an old token. Hold, please. Try that one. I believe this was the same map I used when you first came
Ah.
to the
one where I'm
campaign,
boat
so
coming here?
yeah, I wouldn't have thought to change the tokens out, but...
They teeter on the edge of the ship.
Yeah.
Right here. And
Got 34.
I'll attack number 6.
Okay.
Ouch.
Ooh. Bite through nothing. 15 will hit. For 11, you feel that your normal bear claws are... You're still normal, right? Not magical?
I don't remember.
I think that was a perk you get at some point.
Yeah. I'll look it up.
Okay. Oh shit, we lost your initiative. I'll get you in back here.
16.
Yeah. 16. That's right, because I deleted your token. Alright. The captain also gets to go, and she yells out, "We're under attack! Some sort of ghostly apparitions!" And you see her, actually she's in the fog right now, and that means she has disadvantage as she attempts to attack the one in front of her, but she gets to be a whirling dervish of a scimitar and daggers. Oh shoot.
6th level.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Ah, almost there.
8 won't do it. 15 will hit. Although her...
Is Raymond around for everyone else?
Yeah, he's just leaned back.
Yep.
Let's make a circle.
So,
12 will hit. Wait, why did it do
Alright.
2?
Because some of it's piercing and some of it's not.
I have no idea why it rolled.
we rolled it as if it's a
Almost rolled like a sneak attack.
crit. Or yeah. Oh, yes, yeah.
That was weird.
Another one.
She doesn't have sneak attack though. I'm just gonna take the 6. But you see her non-magical weapons. Actually, you don't see anything because you're not in the... She's in the fog. Next come the ghosts. The ghost boys and girls are going to attack, and they do not seem at all troubled by this fog, as you see one of them attack one of our red shirt crew members, but miss terribly.
Yeah, she just does like the Pee-wee. Ah!
Yeah. 2 will attack the other red shirts. What is their AC? No, that still doesn't attack. 3 will also attack. Man, these guys are tanking it now. 12 will hit. As you see it reach out with its hands and just rip into this guy, who gives out a scream, and he crumples to the ground.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. And
One
as
of the
you
red shirts.
see that, you begin. It doesn't happen quite yet, but you begin to see his spirit being pulled. It's like you see this, like he's like, you could see his spiritual form is in agony. It's currently trying to be pulled up into this fog. Number 4 will attack Hugh ineffectively. 5 will scream and attack at Gillian. Boy, I am really rolling real bad with these things. Holy crap. Super bad attacks. 6, 7, 8. Number 6 will attack Theron. Finally has a decent roll. 17 necrotic damage as you feel this thing pierce into your very soul, your bare soul.
The bear soul.
The bear soul. Number 7 will attack Gillian. And effectively. 8 will attack Theron. There's a lot of specters up here for those of you
How
who are
many?
below
Yeah,
deck.
but say how many of those?
There's a
Can some
lot.
of the ones that roll a 12 hit me, please?
Nope. 9 necrotic damage.
Oh, goodbye bear form.
Number 9 will
Oh
attack.
no!
Crits on the first mate.
Oh lordy!
You see this man who's never spoken 2 words finally gives out a huh. Huh.
He's near death.
This is your
He looks like a big beefy guy. He actually takes all of that damage, but he definitely is finally like makes a grunting sound. And then the other one attacks Ortame ineffectively. There's a lot of specters up there.
Oh boy.
Mr. Mannix, you hear these screams coming from above deck, and you begin to see wisps of this greenish fog seeping down to where you all are.
Okay.
What happened? What happened when Reese did the destroy fog thing again? I forget. Did that work?
It did. It made it so that those of you that are inside the square do not have disadvantage because you are not currently in fog.
Okay.
This is a fog-free zone. But, as I mentioned, the fog is still all around you, so you would imagine this area would gradually start to fill in, unless, of course, he just kept casting that spell. But at the moment, those of you that are within this square are fog-free. Which is unfortunately not the same thing as ghost-free.
Okay. Where are the stairs on the ship here?
The stairs up are here, and then around the corner are stairs, and then over here and around the corner are stairs up. They're kind of a U-shaped
Okay, they all kind of
hallway.
lead up. All right.
But yeah, there's stairs
just,
on the top and bottom.
I'll just head up this way. Go up on the top deck.
Okay. Do you have enough movement to actually get put on there?
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah,
20.
I assume.
Well, what can you see? Because the stairs actually go to here. Sorry. Oh, you can't see because it's dark. So right here, this square to your northwest is the stairs up.
Oh. Okay.
25, 30.
Well, as a free action, then can I light one of my Wooka nuts?
Yes.
Give myself some light before I go up into the dark fog.
Remind me how much light that was.
That is.
It's actually lit better up there because I've got lamps up there, but down here it's less.
Okay.
Once I move you to that layer, it probably won't matter.
20, 10. 20 feet, 10 dim.
Okay.
I will, as a bonus action, take the dash out.
Okay.
To give myself double movement.
So that puts you here. You see immediately you come up the stairs and see it is foggy where you are right now, and you think you see like the hulking form of Theron ahead of you, but between you and Theron, one of these ghostly spirit shapes.
Oh dear, that is a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. There is an area that is clear of fog, so sorry, you could definitely see Theron. But the area around you very much come up in is still fog covered.
Still foggy. Okay.
Yeah, the square is fog free.
Where's the ruler? There was a ruler here somewhere.
It's the on the middle.
Okay, there. Yeah. I just didn't actually. Where did my token go?
Oh. There you go.
Okay.
I might have dragged you behind the specter. You got consumed.
I'm one of the ghosts now. Okay. Sorry, Theron. I hope you can survive or make the saving throw. 'Cause I'm gonna get fucking.
That's exactly what I want to hear, my fellow players. Hope you can make the saving throw.
So I can get 5 of the ghosts, but you're right in the middle of all of them.
I don't know what he's doing either.
So I'm going to pull out the silverlight dagger, and as soon as I come up the stairs, I just point the dagger out, like as I'm running up the stairs.
Ah.
You can make a 15 con saving throw. You're the king of con saving throw.
The king of con, if you will. You flash that dagger into a 30-foot cone of blinding light.
So I presumably can get all of the ghosts. So that's 5.
Yeah, that sounds right. Ghosts and a Theron.
And a Theron.
It's a 30-foot cone?
Yes.
Actually, I think this is the cone I was using. Let's see.
Well, hold on. Let's see.
That's a wide cone.
There, would you rather I blind your buddy? Still got some movement left. I can move aside and. No, actually, I can't without taking 2 disengage attacks from 2 ghosts that I immediately find myself by.
That's too big. packaging. Okay, that should be 30. So to answer your question, it's something like this.
Okay.
Although I need to make it not snap.
Well, I might be able to get 6. Just turn it so I don't also hit Q. I don't need to hit him.
Well, you're either going to hit Hugh or Gillian, I think.
I don't know where Gillian is. Can't see her.
Oh, really?
There's something in my way. I don't know what's causing a blockage of my vision, but
Oh, this is the mast right here.
Ah.
She is directly on the other, like in that area that you can't see. So if you tilt it at all anymore, angled it at all left, you're hitting Gillian with this.
Okay. Then Q, I guess.
Although I would give, now it's a con saving throw, not dex. Okay. So you can hit.
Okay, so 6 of these ghosts.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I guess it's right thing. And then the dwarves, which I assume are going to make their con saving.
Yep. All right. So you flash that blinding dagger. It is a 15 con saving throw for a bunch of specters plus Theron and Hugh to see if you are blinded.
I'm sorry.
Theron.
You're so good at these.
This is revenge.
That's right. This is what
He does
75 gold gets you.
75 gold gets you. You do have inspiration.
I will hide behind you from now on in battle.
Bear is displeased. Oh boy.
All right, well, this is going well so far.
One of them, the topmost one, was blinded. That one is blinded. 6. It's also blinded. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and then number 8.
The last
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
All right, you got 4 of the 6, I think. 2, 5, 6, and 8 are all blinded. Hugh, how are you doing, Hugh? Determines how pissed he's gonna be. Oh, you also got your 2 allies, though.
I think in the end it'll even out.
Darren, I told you couldn't trust them. Oh, they're blinding us.
It's for your own good, I swear.
All right. The veteran here is going to attempt to attack the Spectre, Mr. Grigg. He has disadvantage, unfortunately, as he is in the fog cloud. He draws a long sword and a short sword. 8's not going to hit. 15 will hit. Once again, for some reason, it rolled 2 dice. I'm not sure why. Oh, I guess he just rolls.
Chris.
I guess he just does 2d6
Or-
maybe.
Oh, does he do 2D?
It just shows up like
It's
that
just
for
rolling
some
it weird?
Yeah, maybe
rolling it
it's-
separately?
No, it doesn't say he does more than. I don't know. I really don't know why he's doing that. Count that as 1 dice damage. All right, to call it less.
All right. And these are the only stairs to get out?
No, no, no. There are stairs above you as well.
Okay. We'll just go that way then. 5, 10. And then take me out.
So you have to go 15, 20,
Mm-hmm.
and then let's see the stairs. There is literally somebody in that square.
Better
on
not
the,
be manic.
on the staircase. It is one of the blinded ones.
Oh, it's a bad guy?
It is a bad guy, yeah. You literally climb up the stairs and you see one right there at the top of the stairs who had just killed one of the red shirt crewmates.
So would you
And,
say then that I'm going to get the jump on him because he doesn't know I'm coming?
You could roll a stealth check for me.
Cool.
He is blinded, right?
He is blinded, yeah. Does
Yeah.
that have a certain... Let's see.
I don't know if that has to do anything about
Yeah, let's see if...
like perception checks. I assume he.
Sure seems like it. It says he automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. So yes, I would think you could sneak up on a blinded person pretty well. Especially with a 23 stealth.
Cool. I mean, he's technically...
I'm going to go ahead and put you on that map just so you can see.
Alright.
But, I'm going to move. You're both kind of occupying the same little square right there. It's number 2 is the one. Number 2 is blinded. Number
Okay.
3 is lit up with fairy fire.
Oh, there I am. Okay. Number 2. So number 2 is the one who I've got skeleton butt in my face, right?
He is not a skeleton. He is some kind of like ectoplasmic spiritual creature, Ghostbuster style.
But we have established that his butt is well defined. So
Very, very well defined. Chiseled, if you will.
So our Chippendale's Spectre here
Yes.
that I get advantage on now because I snuck up on him.
I think you would also have advantage because he's blind. It literally says attack rolls against the creature have
Yeah.
advantage.
Lots of advantage.
Yep. Triple advantage,
Alright.
if you will.
And I really don't know about the thing with needing the magic weapon, so just gonna go with it. I'm not gonna metagame it too much.
figure it out when you stab him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oof. So you think that this blow would kill this kind of creature, but as you sink it in, you find that your blade just doesn't quite match up. It's kind of like does that weird like shimmery ghost thing and dances out of the way, but you still hit it. You just find that your weapon doesn't quite able to slice it to its magical core.
Okay. Now my dagger is in my offhand, and it's a dagger of venom, so I'm assuming that's a magical weapon.
It is a magical weapon.
Oops, I didn't mean to have the advantage on, but still
I think
works.
you'd still have advantage.
Yeah, he's still blinded. So
Yeah.
you're
Still blinded, yeah.
Okay. Well, I still rolled a 25 first anyway, so. One more. I always roll a 1.
Oh, that one
I
does
don't know
full 1 damage though.
Yeah.
even if you had, if it hadn't been magical, it still would have done 1 damage. one rounded up to 1 is still.
Thank you,
One.
Mr. Banks.
Alright. That's all I got.
Alright, Mr. George.
I didn't look. Did Celeste run north or south? From where I am?
North.
North.
It'd be quicker for you to run south though, but you could do
Is
either
it?
way.
I can't
The
tell
stair,
from here.
yeah, because you have to go around the corner on either of these stairs, and the one on the south is right there, while the one on the north, the stairs up are towards the left side.
Alright, this is 20 right here.
Yep.
How much do I go?
You can go diagonally to go 25, yeah, and then you hit the stairs for 30, but Mannix is right there in that, he's at the top of the stairs.
Stab him in the butt.
I know, right?
You could range attack from
Push
where you
him?
are if you wanted to, but
I mean, if you can move, just move past me. I'm not like.
I have 5 more feet.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
There's no diagonals or anything?
Not on the stairs right here. Yeah,
Push
because
him down?
your 5 feet gets you right here at the bottom of the stairs, and he's basically at the top.
I can't see anything.
You've also got your sword that can do, whip mode. You can do range that way. There is a specter in front of Mannix that is now blinded. It's in the fog, so you would have disadvantage, but it's blinded, so you would have advantage, so I believe that would be a wash in terms of targeting it.
Sure. I'll target that one then.
And if you can hit it, I would let you drag it past Mannix, just down the stairs with you. Since it is a ghost and can pass through things.
I don't know if I want to bring it to me, but
I'd be happier with it in Mannix's face. 25 will certainly hit. Good lord.
is Mannix next to it?
He's at the top of the stairs,
Okay.
and then the Spectre
Can
is
I
in
get
front of Mannix.
So I can get a sneak attack off too.
Well, you have oh, that's true. Yeah, because he's at. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, and your weapon is magical, so it does full damage. In fact, 14 is actually massive damage. Let's see if you actually kill this thing, because that one did not have a whole lot of life. Ooh. Moment of truth with a D10. Nah, it's alright.
So I pull him towards me because I can't see anything. So I'll just
Yeah.
blindly pull him towards me. George does.
Max freaks out because his ghost is being pulled through his body.
Yep. So right there. I don't know how well can you see down there, George? Is it still dark for you? You can light a Wookiee too. Let's do that.
Oh yeah, let me light a Wookiee nut.
Yeah.
My 2 Wookiee nuts hanging on my belt.
Rub them for good luck. There you go. So that one is injured and blinded and now has been dragged down the stairs. Mannix, you just see this thorn whip out around you, ring around like a Ghostbusters like plasma thing, just and this thing shrieks as it gets jerked down right past you. You like duck as it comes screaming down the stairs.
Great.
It's terrifying every step of the way. At the end of the round, the fog begins to creep in like so. So the fog has begun to regrow. Now everything inside the square is still fog free. Everything outside the square is now becoming enveloped in this fog. We start with Hugh, who is blinded, angry, and now in the fog. He's going to step into the fog-free zone. He's still blinded, but he is going to attempt to... He's blinded, but his opponent is blinded. So I think it's a wash. A blinded opponent attacking a blinded opponent. I think it's a normal on Spectre number 6. Hits.
Why does this feel like it sounds like a cat fight with everyone going?
Doesn't quite do enough damage, but he's trying to get it done. He has to repeat the saving throw. Try and wipe the magical silver light from his eyes.
Yeah.
And he fails and curses angrily. Bloody eyes! Gillian.
Okay. So using my circlet of blasting to cast my fire rays, would that be considered magical?
It absolutely is considered magical. And if you target anybody who's blinded or has fairy fire, you would have advantage on those attacks.
Exactly.
Which is currently a lot of the specters.
Okay, so I will do that first with the one who's fairy fired, closest to me.
I put numbers on them. Use the numbers, Gillian.
You know what? It's been like 2 years.
I know.
Of just not having.
I'm saying
know.
closest to me.
I know.
I'm a creature of habit.
I know. We all are.
All right. So sorry. This is number 5.
15 will hit. Number 5.
Ooh.
Bad damage.
3 damage. And then I will attack the same one.
12 will hit.
Okay.
Ghosts don't wear a whole lot of armor.
7 damage.
Alright, that one is looking pretty injured. As it screams as flames lick up its ghostly body.
Ugh.
8
Oh.
does not.
2 threes. That's
rough.
Worse.
yeah. Your rolls steadily declined there.
It did.
Weird.
15, 14, 12, yeah.
12, 7. Yeah.
I guess that's all I can do. I was just trying to see if I had any useful bonus actions now. Point. I don't really think I do.
The Bardic Inspiration is probably the...
Yeah, I've got Healing Word, but no one's really, like, super hurt yet.
Yet. Sounds like inspiration for the DM.
Time to hurt some.
It's my time to shine.
I will, I'll give a Bardic Inspiration to Manix as well.
Keep blinding those dwarves, man.
Stay blind, dwarves.
Mr. Bristlebeard.
I will attack number closest one to me.
number closest one to me.
Hit you off. That's what I get.
Number 6.
Alright. You're both blinded, so I guess it's a wash. That one looks fairly injured for a undead specter. 12 does hit, as we have learned. 9 doesn't do as much as you were hoping, but does do a lot of damage. It's still up, but looks like it is screaming in rage now. 19 will hit, and 9, Theron, you finally claw that specter into a demise. Shriek!
Hooray! Can I roll the Constitution?
You sure can, boss. Roll that save again. I'm certain you can. Oh,
There
man,
you
got
go. There's my parents' Constitution rolls.
it. There's my boy. Alright, Captain Ortome back here. We'll attempt to fight her. Spectre, she's got disadvantage. Low 16 will hit. She actually gets 2 with her scimitar. What is that? Not. She gets all kinds of attacks though, and 9 will not. She is screaming about being lost in the fog back here. Specters.
Oh boy.
Got Spectre number 1 on a red shirt. Oh boy.
Jesus
She's like,
Christ.
what's going on?
We just watched the ghost rip his soul out of his body.
Basically.
Shang Tsung.
You also see the other one that had been downed before. A specter literally rises out of its body.
Oh no. They're multiplying.
Mm-hmm. To do this one is...
Joke's on you, we have a skeleton crew. There's only so many you can...
That's right.
Oh, they're fucking oozes from Gloomhaven.
That's right. Number 2 will attack Kaless, although it is blinded, so it has disadvantage. Wouldn't have hit anyway, yeah. The one that newly rose out of your friend, or your no-name red shirt, will attack you, Kaless, normally. Boy. Number 3, the one that's lit up, will attack Kaless. 16?
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Boy.
Number 4 will attack Hugh, and it's got advantage because Hugh is blinded. 16 will hit him as he gives off a yelp as his soul is chilled. The blinded one, number 5, will attack Kaless. Gillian.
I'll say what?
Yeah, I've already got all my Kalesses in. 14, Gillian.
Yeah, that hit.
Yeah. 13 necrotic damage. Number 7, normal.
I notice you're not making us do the bullshit Spectre ability. That's because the Spectre ability is bullshit. They lower your max HP.
Yeah, it doesn't really. It's kind of hard to keep up with. And
And
frankly,
how do you even track that?
It's a pain in the ass to track. I mean, it matters, I guess, so you guys couldn't heal up, but
Yeah.
I'm just kind of ignoring it for now. Number 7 will attack Theron. $13 necrotic damage. I believe takes out the bear.
Now, is Bear still blind? Or I guess Theron came out of it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
With 5 carrying over. And then number 9 down there is attacking the first mate. Oh, that guy's getting beat the hell up. 12 necrotic damage. He is spitting blood back there.
Great.
The captain says, "Oh, Gregor, no!" And then the one attacking Captain Ortome fails terribly. We also have one down with George, although it is blinded. So it is a disadvantage against George. That disadvantage helped.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Mannix.
Take a step out so I can see a little slightly better. How do the numbers around me look? Like, how does 7 look and how does 5 look?
The ones in your area, the ones that are blinded look wounded to you.
Okay.
And then the ones above deck, they're kind of lost in the fog, so it's kind of hard for you to tell, but you definitely can see them. You see glimpses of Ortome and the first mate, Grig, fighting off their own specters. In the rear of the
All
ship.
right. I'm going to pull out my wand of magic mints.
Always good gag.
And I am going to actually spread them out this time. I've got 8 if I'm going to use the whole thing up at once.
Oh boy.
So I will put 2 into number 5, 3 into number 7, and 3 into number 9.
A soul injection.
So that's D4 plus 1. So 2 into 5. 1d4 plus 1.
Sounds like just mad math.
Yep. 2 missiles go flying into number 5 for 7 damage.
Okay. It looks hovering near death at this point.
Unfortunately, I think I have
Fire
to choose
those
all my
first two.
targets immediately. I don't think I can like redirect them now that I've cast it. So yeah, I'll stick with what I had. 3 into number 7 for a 10 damage,
Okay. Does it solid
and
damage?
3 into number 9 for 7 damage.
All right. All of them look very heavily injured now from that.
All right, I was hoping I'd kill at least one, but
Yeah,
I will-
they're all, yeah, you see them all get pretty shimmery. It's hard to denote like wounds on a ghost.
I know on a ghost. Yeah,
I'm flailing at that. It looks a little more faded.
I'm actually going to duck down back in the stairs and use my bonus action to stealth, because there is a ghost down those stairs, but it's blind.
That's
So-
true. It's basically, I mean, that staircase is just enough room for like one thing. So you go
Right,
down
okay.
there, you're basically running into it. I mean, it's a blind ghost, but you're still running headfirst into it.
All right. What else can I do? Any actions dash?
You could
disengage.
jump off the boat, then nothing will find you there.
Later, suckers.
It's the only place I can hide.
No, I'll just chill out right here.
All right. Griggs, sighing heavily, spits blood on the ground, gets his swords. Still has a disadvantage, unfortunately. Ugh.
Damn.
Do it. Disadvantage is killing these guys in the back. Although that'll still hit. Still not sure why it rolls.
It's wrong as if it's a crit every time.
It's very strange. Yeah, it must be the way his sheet is set up. But yeah, that one is a little more injured. He's unfortunately not doing very much damage against it. Kaless.
Okay. Alright, so I'm still technically in that hallway with number 2 in front of me, right?
Correct, yeah.
Alright. Well, seeing as how I saw my wonderful little dagger do a bunch more damage than before, we'll just use that. He's still on fire, so I got advantage.
Oh, I'm supposed to repeat the saving throw, but
Oh, right. There's only 2 left alive.
3, technically, the one down the stairs also is blinded. So let me repeat those saving throws and make sure, see if they're still blinded.
No! One of them blinded.
Number 2, what was that, 15?
Yeah.
2 is still blind.
Cool.
Number 5 is still blind. And number 8, which has gone down the stairs, the one dragged by George, is no longer blinded. Alright, continue.
I can continue. Alright, so I guess I'll go at number 2 again.
Okay.
Because his butt's in my face.
Oh, it's a well-chiseled butt, too.
I was about to say, because, I mean, it's...
Did I mention this was a pleasure cruise? Just, yoga instructors.
Oh, yeah, all these specters are pulled from the same club in Baldur's Gate.
That's right.
You got Matt McConaughey and what was it? I don't know what the other guy's name was.
Sure you don't.
Channing Tatum.
That's
right.
yeah. Chan's gonna.
Alright, pretty sure poison isn't gonna hurt these things.
No, you're pretty sure poison doesn't do much against ghosts. 26
Alright.
definitely hits.
Well, we're just using it for the fact that it's magical. Do an 18.
Alright, you murder the crap out of that ghost.
Alright, one down. Going back to bed. I'm good.
I need to roll was it con saving throw for I forgot for my concentration spell.
Oh, for Fairy Fire.
Yeah.
Yes,
What-
that's true. Thank you.
What is it? Con?
It is a con saving throw. You need a 10 or higher, I believe.
It did 13. It's either 10 or half damage. I think it did like 13 to you, something like that. So I think it would be 10.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what it is.
Fairy Fire gets
Gillian's
turned off.
gonna like jump off the ship and just
Yeah,
Bye.
swim off
I'll be
to
better in the water.
too much trouble.
Was that it, Cullis?
Yeah, no, I guess I'll come up and stand on top of where that one specter was. Stand on his abs. No, because I can't use my dagger in my offhand because I used it as my main hand. Damn it.
Mhm.
Alright, well.
You killed him.
Yeah. So, we lost Fairy Fire, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I really have anything up? I don't think that I do. I will just stand here.
Mr. George.
First attack.
Lord.
Boost in your face.
4 will hit. For 7. The one in front of you looks heavily wounded now.
And this is a spiral staircase. So if I go here, I can't see him anymore. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
It's just a corner of the hallway.
What's on the other side of him? Can I walk through him yet?
He's on the other side of him is the top of the ship. You would transition to the other map.
Okay, let's do it.
You want to walk through him? Because
Yes.
he would get an attack of opportunity on you.
He can't take reactions.
Oh, because you did so. That's true.
Massive damage.
That's true.
You got a 9. Can't take reaction.
That was his last turn, though, wasn't it? I think that only
isn't
lasts
that-
till the end of the turn. Yeah.
Fine. Alright, then I will use my Thorn Blade on him.
Twelve does hit.
Is there a... I don't get sneak attack because there's nobody near him, right?
Right. But with your Thorn Blade, you finish off that Spectre in front of you.
Okay. I like to peek up top to see what I'm working with.
Okay.
What's going on up here?
I know, right? So let me walk up.
A whole bunch of shit's going on up here.
Whole bunch of shit. Welcome to the top of the ship.
Yeah.
You can't say welcome to the jungle anymore.
I
Your
know.
opportunity is gone.
I'm on a boat.
There you go.
How faded is number 9?
How?
That's a good
9.
measure.
Yeah, that's good.
Faded away.
9 is extremely faded, and unfortunately, so is the first mate. That old man
I'm fading away, boys.
is fading pretty bad. Now, there is a fog cloud effect around everything back here, so you would have disadvantage to target anything.
Okay. What do I want to do? So, alright. Do I like this guy?
You
I
tell
like
me. He's the first mate. He's spoken all of maybe 2 words to you all. He's had a scowl off with Theron.
Okay.
But
Okay,
Captain
he's my type of
Ortame
guy.
seems to trust him and like him.
Alright.
You're technically like vaulting up about 5 feet, by the way. This is like a railing.
What?
Stairs on either side.
I mean, can I make my way up the stairs or am I blinded? I don't know how bad this fog is.
Fog's pretty bad. I think you actually have difficult terrain while you're in the fog down here, too.
Oh my gosh. What are you trying to do to me?
We all just
So
remember the rules of fog cloud.
That's right. Remember how much of a pain in the ass fog cloud is?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will make my way up the stairs then. So I've gone 10.
Yep.
Here's 20, and here's 30. So I'm just kind of feeling the wall as I make my way up.
There you go, yeah. Okay. He actually turns to you, George, and says, glad you could make it. This one's almost done me in. That's the longest sentence any of you ever heard this guy say. Alright,
Too bad he goes before you do.
end of the round. The fog continues to roll in. Now this square is the only one fog free.
We're just doing no one any good.
As we go to you, blinded Hackenstone. He will, however, step into the fog-free zone and attack the blinded one for at least a wash on his own blindedness. He is at least that intelligent. Ooh, and with a good hit, he actually kills the Spectre, slashes it down. Ah! That's what you get for blinding Hugh Hackenstone!
Yes, it was the specters that blinded you. You're right, you.
Yes, the specters.
He's still blinded. Ah! It puts a curse on me.
Damn you, specters.
Watch out for their blind attacks, everyone. It's alright, you were all blinded.
Don't worry, Hugh. I have some special eye drops for you.
Oh god, my eyes are melting. Gillian.
I don't have anything good I can do. This is just overwhelming. There's so many of them still.
They're everywhere.
So the fog
Wait,
cloud
the
rules.
fog or
Yeah,
just
you've
the-
got difficult terrain in the fog cloud. You have disadvantage on attacks in melee range, and you cannot target people outside of melee range. And flanking advantage does not apply in the fog cloud.
Yeah, I can cast Gust of Wind too, but
Good.
there's so many people in the way.
What is it, a con saving throw? Doors are great against those. Go right ahead.
Blast a Mannix with a gust of wind. He just go flying into the ocean.
Ah!
You just see his
Well,
hat.
I
Just
might- So I might do that then. Not
I'm sick
necessarily
of your
at
shit, Mr. Mannix.
But like, okay, so I think it's 10 feet wide. It's 60 feet long.
Good lord.
Wow.
I know.
You know, looking at where
It's a
you're at, you
strength.
could,
It's a strength saving throw.
Oh,
What were we
okay.
gonna say?
You could blast right where Hugh's standing and you get 4 of them. You'd also
Yeah.
get you.
I mean, that's,
Oh no, you! Look out for the window!
I've got wind powers. And he's blinded, so he doesn't know.
He doesn't know. Yeah.
This blasted fog.
so yeah, that's what I'll do. I forgot how to do the ruler thing again. I just whatever. But yeah, so going out in that direction, so it's 10 feet wide. So
Okay.
it's so kind of going down the middle of them. Yeah, so I think that'll get Hugh and all the ghosts.
So hit Hugh 3, 4, 1, and blue 2. Narrowly avoiding Kaless that's tucked on the
Yeah.
top of the staircase.
Is there a verbal component to that spell?
There may be. Sound like a
The ghost
specter.
is a lot like Gilly, too.
What'd you say?
Imagine Hugh saying, "Oh no, the ghosts have wind powers, and they sound like Gillian too."
They're using our own abilities against us, Hugh. Look out.
You guys are monsters.
We're just torturing Colette stabs him. Oh no, they got assassin powers.
No.
Anyway. Okay, yeah, so that's what I'll do. So the thing is, they don't actually get, and this is, I know it's not the actual spell itself, it's just my trait, but, so they don't have to make a saving throw until the start of their turn.
Okay.
So then I would think that right now everyone stays where they are, but the fog gets dispersed, yeah?
Yes, the fog would gets dispersed all around this area. So everything inside the white and really anything touching this white zone is now fog free as this wind just comes gusting out of you.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
my turn.
it definitely blows the
That
fog.
will be very helpful because disadvantage on all attacks. Pain in the ass.
Yeah. So that pretty much blows all the fog away from anywhere near the white.
Although,
area.
if you guys could take care of number 7 down here, because
He's on you.
it's right next to me.
Up
and-
to you, Theron.
Yeah, that's sort of a waste of time to go after 7 right now.
Thanks for the help, Gilead. Good luck with your specter.
Well, she could have cast it in the other direction, then I would have helped her.
Right.
Yeah, I should have done that, but oh well.
In hindsight,
Save
how
yourself,
would
save the team.
right?
Well, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shillalag.
Yeah, you are.
And yeah, I'm going to go up here and attack number 3.
Okay. So if you, how does the gust of wind work? If you enter it, or
Oh, right.
because there's a raging wind right there.
I think it said if you start your turn in it. Is that? I'll look it up. Gust of wind. Any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every one. Double.
So it's difficult terrain, basically.
Yeah. And each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from action.
Oh, only if you start your turn there. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So it's just difficult terrain for everybody else.
That's fine.
It literally has a whole paragraph about it moving gas and vapors.
Shillalag.
9
so
is. I
Already
think
against creature.
you are flanking that one with Celeste, aren't you?
3.
Well,
No,
since
that's
I'm in the fog cloud, does he still get the flanking bonus?
Well, the gust of wind has dispersed like all the gas anywhere near this, anywhere near it. So yeah, you're no longer in the fog cloud.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much within like probably 5 or 10 feet of this gust of wind, there's no fog. So I would give you the flanking bonus, Theron.
okay. Thanks.
Don't let me down. There you go. You have a magical weapon.
Should have lag.
This. That's
Hey, we said
never
it first.
not gonna be stupid. All right, Captain Ordame is going to use her action to, or she's gonna move over here. You guys can't see any of this, but she's gonna try to help her the first mate by attacking the one by him. She does not get a flanking bonus. They're having their own little war down here. So she still has disadvantage in the fog cloud, but 12 hits. And then actually she gets another scimitar strike too. Whoa. 17 hits, also double rolling. Her attacks, however, do take out that
Ooh.
Spectre. She gets one more scimitar on the one down. Wow, just fucking dynamite, Captain.
Yeah. Her first mate's going down. She's
Yeah, she's
Kicked him back.
emboldened. And she sees George coming up to help her too. Alright, so there's one Spectre left down there. Spectres, speaking of which.
Oh no. Which those 4 have to make that roll now, right?
Yes, all 4 of them here have to make a. Gillian, help me out here. Strength.
Strength
And what is your DC again? 14?
14.
Okay. How How strong are ghosts? And what happens? They get pushed 10 feet?
15.
15 feet. Oops, it's already on strength. Okay,
Which,
number
unfortunately-
1.
Fortunately, I assume the ghosts fly, so they're not going to get pushed overboard like I would like to see them.
Wow.
They have a -5?
They sure do. Ghosts are not very strong.
What? I don't even know how you get your -5.
So yeah, they fly, so it just goes zoop. You have a 1 strength, that's how you get to -5.
Alright.
They are incorporeal, mainly.
Yeah.
I spent all
Blue
that strength getting this 6-pack.
2 actually
That's right.
makes the save. I made the save by rolling a 19, barely.
Wow.
So it turned out strength stuff is good against ghosts.
Wow.
That one goes 5, 10, 15. Gets blown over there.
Do I get an attack of opportunity as it blows away?
I think only if they move. I think if it's forced movement, then no.
Okay.
The only time you did on the opponent's turn is if the opponent has some kind of mind control that like lets them do an action. That one also gets blown by 5, 10, 15. So what happens is it takes twice. I guess does that count? Let's see. Help me out here, gust of wind. Or be pushed 15 feet away from you and must spend 2 feet of movement, so just double
Yeah.
movement. Okay, they can actually move very fast, but still, that's going to be, let's see, 5, 10, so it'd be 10, 20, 30, 5, 15, 25, 35, 40. And this one goes 10, 20, 30. They're actually very fast and speedy. Alright, number 1 is going to attack Kaless. 15.
Nope.
Not gonna hit you. Number blue 2 is gonna attack Kaless. Not even
Nope.
trying. Number 3 is gonna attack Theron. Of course.
They just love Theron.
Sure
Yeah,
do.
that would have done it. That would have really done
13
it.
necrotic damage against his juicy dwarf body.
See,
And
they're a bunch of stripper ghosts, and Theron's got the best. They really want to turn.
number 4 will attack the blinded
They
Hugh,
know what they like, and they want to do their best dance for it.
which means number 4 has advantage against the blind dwarf.
Oh no.
Oh, it had that advantage very well. 9 necrotic damage. Ah, they're everywhere! Number 7, Gillian. Nobody took care of that one. Oh, but only rolled an 8.
Yeah.
And number 1 down there will attack that captain. 16 will hit. 4, 9. As we go to Mr. You know what? I forgot. One more ghost appeared where this one died. And since it starts its turn, it also has to make the saving throw.
Which one?
There was one died up there.
The veteran.
Yep. So it gets pushed 5, 10, 15, and it tries to go back. 5, 15, 25, 35. It actually can only make it to here, because it's still stuck in this wind tunnel. Alright, now we go to Mr. Mannix.
Oh shoot. Well. Damn it. All right. Well, I'll actually use my take. Now, if I move. Okay, let's see if I go. Yeah. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash. And I'm going to run around this whole ship. 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oh, shit. Can I actually get as far as I want to get? Go diagonally, I can. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to use my dash action. I'm going to run around the entire fight.
Wow.
To get myself in flanking position. And I'm going to pull out my rapier and light it up with a and strike out, which I give you the advantage as it turns out. Wow, what shitty damage rolls.
That was
Holy
really,
crap.
really low. 1s and 2s and a 3.
And I believe only the one is non-magical. I mean, only the one is magical.
Yep.
Because the rest of it's just a rapier attack.
Well, it looked impressive.
It looked impressive, but I will do... That was the best damage I could get. 8 fire damage leaps to number 2.
Okay.
Which is much better than the attack I just did on the real
That was.
primary target.
Add, remember that one. Alright. Veteran down here will attempt to... Mr. First Mate Grig. Attack the one that's left. He's got disadvantage. He
He
is
probably
stuck
needs to go find a corner and sit.
in the
I know. Just get out of here.
He's not going to do it. He's not backing down. He's looking real bad, too. Kaless.
Okay. Guess I'll go with number 1 since I have the advantage.
Yeah, it's technically he's on another level, but I'm gonna allow it because it's kind of hovering and able to attack both of you. There's like a stairs up to this prow, but he's been able to hit Kaless from where he is. So
20 damage.
20 damage is
There you go.
not a death blow, but it is massive damage. That was a particularly robust Spectre. Oh, just barely misses the save.
One or
But
two.
I'm rolling pretty good on my D10. He can't
Damn
take
it.
reactions, but he's still
Wow.
up.
Okay, that's it for me.
Mr. George.
5, 10, 15, 20.
14 will hit.
There you go.
Okay, your non-magical weapon doesn't do quite as much damage. But that does hit the Spectre.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
All you need is a 4.
Yeah. What's your die? 8? Nice. 14
There you go.
will hit. Another 8. That one's looking real beat up now.
Is that so?
That is so.
George ain't done.
13 will hit. Look at him powering through these disadvantage attacks.
That was gonna be a crit right there.
Oh man,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. Alright, George, you sink your sword into that Spectre, and it finally gives off a shriek and disperses.
George says to the colonel, "I saved you."
We're giving him right now.
Yeah.
He's
He
earned it.
actually reaches over and claps a hand on your shell. Says, always respected the might of the turtles. You're a good fighter, George.
How did you know my name?
I'm your father.
What? This just turned into a whole different episode. Dad,
My boy.
I've been looking for you.
I took a 23
I've been
and
here literally the whole time.
My journey is over.
It's only just begun, George. Alright.
Come, let us fight together.
You, the still blinded dwarf,
Papa, can you hear me?
is going to attempt. No, he has to make a
He's
saving
he
throw
is in
because
the gust of wind.
he's in the gust of wind.
He's gonna call.
No, he's pretty strong. He can make this. He can make this.
Yeah.
Alright, he's okay. He's okay.
Alright. Yeah.
He stands his ground. Your wind powers don't work against me, you ghost bastards! And he gets his axe.
We're gonna have to make up a whole bunch of stories.
I'm you the immobile! And he screams as he tries to sink his axe effectively against the
Wow.
nearest specter. For not a whole lot of damage, but he doesn't know that.
That's right. That's all he knows.
That's all he knows. He
Beheading
just sliced it in half. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we win in the Theron? I can't hear a thing. It's he does
He
not
doesn't
move.
get to make a saving throw again.
Oh, he does. Oh, Hugh, can you do this? His con is a +3, by the way.
Yep.
He does. He makes
There
it.
he goes.
He finally looks up the first time. Ah! There's ghosts everywhere.
Surprise.
No, he did see that part. Killian.
Does that mean he can now see the wind coming from Gillian?
we can just tell him there's a specter there or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Shatter. On this group. So
Oh boy.
Shatter has a 10-foot radius.
Go on.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's big.
Go on.
Shatter you.
So here's your 10-foot radius looking square.
Okay, maybe I won't do that. I
haven't-
was, it's one of these things you're thinking 10-foot diameter in your head, and you're like,
I mean,
that's,
would Gillian have a reckless disregard for her teammates' safety?
yeah. Let's see.
I mean, you could do it like this and only hit Mr. Mannix
Hold
back
on.
there.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
I haven't taken any damage this time. I don't know how much damage.
Yeah, look, you look completely healthy and vibrant.
That's the nicest thing she's ever said to you, Mannix.
You look completely healthy, Shatter.
Let me shatter some of those bones. You'd feel happier with cracked ribs, right?
Oh god, I just got these ribs fixed.
I'm still paying these ribs off.
Well, somehow he ended up owing money to Theron to fix the ribs.
You are gonna have to make a con saving throw, so it's probably
I'm
good
not gonna
that
make
you
it. I'm just gonna take whatever damage you give me. But
I'm gonna take the damage you give me.
Okay. Do you still have the bardic inspiration I gave
I
you?
do. I do.
How ironic!
The bard giveth and she taketh away.
You're gonna need this.
Why?
You'll know when it happens.
Killy looks at Max and does the one. Oh no! It's coming!
Now's your time.
Okay, so that is that's what I'm gonna do. I'm
Do it.
gonna cast.
Oh man,
Cast
please
shatter.
remember.
How high of a spell slot can you use, Gillian?
I know. I'm like, should I cast it?
Alright, are you trying to take me down? I feel like that's become the goal here.
How many pieces of Mannix can we break before?
Yeah,
we
I don't
cast
want to do too much damage to him. So
I got
I'll just
28 health.
That's
so
also
whatever
the kindest
average
thing
was-
she's ever said to me.
28 health. Oh my
Yeah.
god. All right.
How does
I
your
mean,
dog-
Think of him as like one of your flying monkeys.
okay. Just like really try to make the saving throw. You know.
Okay.
He gives a thumbs up.
Like a stuntman about to jump off a building. Like, I'm ready!
It's only 21 damage.
Oh god.
Okay. Well, that's gonna
Wow, that's almost max damage. Yes. Nice.
Okay.
Oh, it won't take you down if you fail. So
It won't take me down, yeah.
It's a net gain for our fair city. As a loud, thunderous clap rings out.
You know what? I may have to use one of my reaction spells against my teammates. But
How
we'll
does that
see.
work?
My absorb elements lets me absorb damage from
Oh.
an attack. But let's see how I do.
So that one makes it, but it is actually low on health that it is going to die anyway.
So you take half if you make it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
Hey,
What was-
hey, no, your
what
bardic
was-
inspiration.
Roll
Yeah.
bardic inspiration. It's a
What
1d8.
is it? A D8? I gotta roll a 7.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel the inspiration. He starts singing. It's all wrong.
He's singing as like the damage is just hitting his body.
The best around. It's not working, Gillian.
You told me you would protect me.
I feel everything.
I am, because I don't want to take 21 damage, I am actually going to cast absorb elements
Oh man.
on my teammates. And take half the damage.
God,
man.
meanwhile, all of my specters are failing the saving throw, by the way.
Excellent.
You have so far killed
It's
4
worth
out of
it.
5.
Worth it. Totally
Look
worth
at,
it.
Look at
So it's
this.
worth it.
Even if Mannix had died, this would be worth it.
Hold on.
Every single one of them failed their con saving throw.
Except one. One made it.
That's true, one made it and died anyway because it was injured.
Yeah.
This one actually had enough health, but it is obviously massive damage. So it has to make another con saving throw. So how does absorb elements work?
Capture some of the incoming energy, lessening its effects. Damage type until the start of my next turn. And the first time I hit with a melee attack, I deal 1d6 of that damage type. Extra. So I just take half damage for now. Just literally, like, I take 10 damage of that thunder channel. So she's kind of just charged me up. It's like a
Like
Yeah.
Thor,
I'll take it.
Thor charging up Iron Man.
So Gillian, what he's saying is that you should start striking him with lightning and more
I-
powerful
I'm
things.
saying that.
I can take
Ah!
No, I'm not.
Alright, meanwhile, all 5 of these specters that you shattered
Wow.
were completely disseminated by the spell.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And like 3 of them were full health.
You just
nuts.
shattered the mist molecule. Both these
Yeah,
ghosts.
just that. It's like there's now like a teeny like whining sound that you hear, Mannix, in your ears. It's like that, whee, just like a bomb exploded right near you. He was just like, oh, now they're exploding in front of us. He has no idea you're casting spells back there.
You're just oblivious to him.
Did you see what I did? I'm pretty sure it was a chain reaction. Theron.
Left now.
What's the rule for the wind turbine?
Strength saving throw.
Thank you. There's one left by Gillian. Oh,
No.
it's blasted aback a bit.
Theron turns to give Gillian a thumbs up, and as he does,
Theron, you actually, because the mast is right there, isn't it? Where's the mast at?
Yeah.
All right.
Just go directly into the
Yes, you go crashing directly into the mast. You're going to take 1d6 damage and then flip around and keep going. And then fall gently near the side of the boat. Take 3 damage as you slam against the mast. Aaron, are you alright?
this whole fight has just been friendly fire city. Like, we've just been hitting.
A little bit. Says the guy who first opened up the fight with a friendly fire attack.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking about that.
That's it for me.
The captain is still up, but she's just gonna stay back here and treat Grig's wounds. I have
Walk up.
okay. I have 1 specter remaining. And guess who it's going to attack?
The one that's been by me the entire time.
Never allowed.
It's gonna attack you.
Oh, look at that. Attack rolls have not been good, though. Mr. Mannix.
I don't think. Well, I can dash, so I can go. I don't even know if I can get that far. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Save all your attack rolls for me.
5. I can make it to him.
I can make
But I'll have am I going to have disadvantage because I'm back in the fog again?
correct.
Okay.
That's
Well,
a really difficult terrain.
Is the fog difficult terrain also? So the
yeah.
wind tunnel is difficult terrain and the fog is...
That is correct.
Alright, well, let's try that again. I was up
Yeah,
here.
but the wind tunnel does not have fog.
True, but the wind tunnel
it's
creates difficult
on its
terrain.
own. Yeah.
Right.
So if I
say
go...
I'm gonna take quadruple.
That's right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I can still use 50 movement, use my dash action.
Mannix
and
has
get there.
crossed the ship twice over now, just
Yeah,
zipping back and
running
forth
back and
like a
forth.
jackass. Whee! Cartoon legs fleeing.
I see him like one of those cartoon characters on Callie's shows that she likes to watch. Panic and run! Panic and run!
That's right. And I probably won't hit, but I'm gonna try. Ooh, or I will.
There you go.
So in addition to what I'm about to do, god damn, why am I rolling such bad damage rolls? So that's 11 physical damage is probably he's resistant to 1 fire, but I'm also going to do 1d6 thunder damage from Gillian's Shatter spell.
Oh.
Fucking course. So 1 thunder damage.
Alright, that was just enough, however, to actually kill
Wow.
this specter. Your last little bit of booming thunderous blast splits that specter apart, and you see that a few more specters look like they're about to come down, but Ordermay quickly gets on the wheel and starts barking out orders, which she realizes most of her crew are now dead.
There's like 2 of them left.
The first, there's like 1 below deck that never came up. But the veteran, sorry, keep going, veteran. The first mate, it's a stat block veteran, immediately starts grabbing onto instruments, and they manage to pull away and get through this cloud before any more spirits descend. upon
Get us out
you.
of here. It's Soulstorm.
Yeah, it was quite the soul storm. And that is all of the festivities for this evening. So you all can rest off this. And at some point in the evening, when you all finally go down to tend to your wounds, the albino dwarf comes out of like the place he was sleeping at. He's like, "What? How you all look so wounded?"
I thought you communed with spirits. We just encountered a whole shit ton of them.
Oh no, I commune with the nature spirits, not the evil dead spirits.
Great. That's a helpful distinction.
But you all can get a long rest.
Right.
And on the next day, day 5, as you are making it on the ship around, I'm going to switch you back to that map, but you make it around the western point as you crest towards Jahaka Bay. One of the crewmates who has a lookout glass yells, "Ship! Ship! Dead ahead!" And with that, I believe we will end it for this week's session. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to our wonderful fans for watching. You can check out RogueWatson.com for recaps, Patreon.com/RogueWatson if you'd like to support the channel. We're live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Chris, if what I'm looking at is right, you gave up like 300 gold pieces.
Great.
Hey, that was enough to buy you a passage.
Yep.